Hey, Woody Blind Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Eric.
And we have some new Q&A questions for Arrow, which will be fun. I wonder what kind of questions we're going to get, Eric.
Probably a lot about specifically corn, specifically drama and the wheelchair and all that stuff. I can't think of anything else, though.
No, probably not. Let's see what we got.
Grave.
Titania.
Titan.
Titan.
Is that J
Titania? Gigante?
Yep.
Giganet. I no longer believe it's Oliver's son in the grave. Felicity's emotional attachment is way too personal. Please don't be Diggle. Please, please.
Please! Okay. We have a running slap bet on this, if I don't remember.
Yeah.
Damn it. I should
did.
not have it.
We did.
Yeah.
I believe on your
I've never
side,
said it's Oliver's son.
No. You said it was Oliver's baby mama.
Yes.
And then on my side of the fence was anybody else.
What a stupid man I am.
Yes, exactly.
I might be the fastest man alive, but I am not the smartest.
You have to outrun that slap.
I don't know if I could. You're wearing a flash shirt. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Diggle was what I was thinking right when it happened, too, just because of the emotional attachment. It seemed important to Oliver. Felicity seemed very upset. And
well, we didn't see Felicity until
in the car.
Until the car. Which slightly goes against my argument, I think, because I don't know if she would be that... I mean, would she? Would she be that upset?
I don't think so.
Unless she's like, now we have to care for our kid.
I don't think she would be that upset that it was the baby mama.
Unless... Okay, let me make my case. Unless we get some kind of closure with the whole thread left open with Felicity knowing that Oliver's lying about something, right?
Yeah.
Pay attention.
I'm listening.
Okay. We know that's still a thing, right? Because they hugged, and she had that look on her face and the episode ended, and we haven't talked about it since. So, Oliver is hiding something from her. Mm-hmm. She finds out. He tells her something happens. They meet her, right? Mm-hmm. They become this amazing friends. They hack together, and I don't know. I don't know if
you're hoping for a lot.
I am, but this is reasonable.
She turns out to be. Is she a nurse?
No.
She comes over and takes care of Felicity and helps her get used to being in a wheelchair.
I was gonna say she could be night nurse, but that's Daredevil.
But Diggle's gonna die.
No, but
Lance is gonna die.
There could be room. We have 4 months. There could be room in there to squeeze in an emotional, very strong relationship that's then cut off.
Eric, I recall the issue before of me saying Diggle's gonna be in the grave.
Yes.
You were like, no, it can't be Diggle.
Yeah.
Because they haven't laid the groundwork. So now you're saying we have 4 months for them to lay some groundwork.
No, they
have
laid groundwork in terms of bringing in that story thread of Samantha and not Connor. What's his kid's name? Whoever that kid is named.
Oliver Jr.
I don't know. The kid that plays with toys. He's far too old. No, I played with toys all 15.
You still do.
So we did get that. We got that in this very season. They chose to bring her back. Why?
They brought her back actually last season.
Well, yes.
With the kid.
Yeah, they had one little scene. And was that the same season that they kind of seeded that with the whole Moria flashback?
Yes.
Okay, so they chose to bring that back last season, and they brought it back in a big bad way this season, during a crossover, no less. Why? Why do that now if nothing's going to come of it?
You know what they had come in before that, though, was Diggle in the first season. And then they had Diggle get mad at Oliver, and they had Diggle get close to Oliver again. Yeah. That's a lot of groundwork.
But you can say that about every single character on the show. Oliver's been mad at him, and they got back together. Are they all in that grave? I guess it doesn't matter, because you get all those people as your member in that grave.
Any of them.
Shit!
Any of them, Eric.
What a wonderful thing you've carved. You manipulated me. You tricked me somehow. You roofied me. You fucking Cosby'd me. Move on to this question. Good job tying to Gadanti.
All right, how about Hannah M. says, Q&A 1, in the flash forward, Felicity isn't wearing her ring. My guess is she found out about the kid and broke it off.
Ooh. It goes to mine. A little bit to mine thingy.
Also, and I think I read this one, I was going to say this last time, but what if it's not necessarily who's in the grave, but who killed the person? Like maybe Felicity is mad that her father is the one who killed the person. We haven't really met the father yet.
Okay.
So that's a possibility.
So the father kills the mother. Felicity, who has been looking for her father.
Felicity's father kills
not
Oliver's kid's mother.
Yes. Somehow, some way.
For some
reason. It could happen. We have...
Trying to break off competition. Finds out that Felicity's...
Stranger things have happened.
Fiance.
Heatwave is a legend of tomorrow. Okay?
Which is awesome.
I know.
The one thing I will say with that is that all they have said is him, he, I'm gonna kill him.
We know it's a man. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not Patty.
They haven't just been like, it's not Patty. They haven't said dark.
Right.
And it can't be Zoom because Flash was dealing with Zoom.
Yes.
That's why he said, like, he came back, sorry, I missed it. Yeah, it is Zoom, da-da-da.
Okay, so it's not Zoom?
It's not Zoom.
It's not a woman.
It's not Patty.
It's not Patty.
It could be dark.
Could be Grodd.
But he usually could be Grodd.
Baby mama.
What if it's Arrow from Earth 2? What if it's Oliver's dad?
Ooh, Robert Queen the Hood.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Holy
His
shit.
dad kills off his baby mama?
So our suspects are Felicity's dad that hasn't shown up this entire time, and then Oliver's dad who's died and come from another universe. We are great detectives.
That'd be crazy. I'm just trying to think of who all that we've seen. Because I wouldn't expect it to be someone new, but it could be.
So does this open up the possibility of another slap bet? Not only who died, but who killed.
And where and with what?
We could play some Clue.
In-Star Labs with the turtle power.
Turtle power? It was Harrison! Harry. Yeah. It could be Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash came back.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not Zoom.
I really don't know.
Doubt it.
I don't know.
It's got to be someone...
What if Diggle killed him? What if Andy killed him? What if Andy, who's been in there, comes out, pops out, kills Diggle, even after we've been seeing Diggle and Diggle getting along, playing cards and stuff?
Bias aside, because I hate it, but that's awesome. That would be a good story. But it's definitely the mom, it's Samantha. So who killed Samantha? She had like an estranged lover, or someone killed her for the $1 million check. Solved it.
She ripped it up.
Call me Sherlock.
Oh, okay, Sherlock. That's
Hello,
fine.
Watson. Hey, also, she doesn't have a ring.
Who?
Felicity. You don't want to talk about it, do you?
It hurt her fingers. It was swelling because she has to push the wheels all the time, and
she's not
stuff.
She's not paralyzed.
She was sitting.
Someone fix her.
Someone fixed her. Who?
I don't know.
That's my thought too. Is like a Speed Force or Dark or Constantine or Nanites.
Yeah, I'm saying
Lazarus
she was wearing her patented tight shorter dress, right, in that car. I can't remember. You should remember.
You can't wear that in a wheelchair.
It's just not comfortable.
Why?
Because it's so damn tight. You get wrinkles and shit. And Jill is very well.
Do you not sit down when you wear tight dresses, Eric?
Next question.
Killgrave Made Me Do It says, "Are you guys gonna react to Marvel's Agent Carter?"
I really want to. I have yet to watch it because we do this reaction channel and I'm not allowed to watch fucking anything.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
But I want to watch it. I've actually seen the first episode.
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
Which is probably bad because it ties in the universe.
Yeah.
Although they don't do much with S.H.I.E.L.D. that ties into the universe.
Yeah,
really,
there's only 8 episodes too. I would say maybe we can do it in the off season. We say that a lot.
Yeah, we do.
But maybe we could pick up Agent Carter. I mean, it's a Marvel Cinematic Universe thing,
Would it be nice here is in April we're going to have Game of Thrones. And then that's pretty much it, right?
I think so.
Maybe some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
Because that's coming in March.
We could do something that catches Calvin up too.
Catching Eric and Aaron up.
Yeah. Doesn't have a good ring to it.
No. We need some alliteration. Eric
zooms to the present of modern shows.
There's no alliteration in any of that. Not again. Tanzim. Eric, get ready, because after this episode, it's basically confirmed. It's not going to be the mother of the son.
No, it's not! Tanzium!
The Blasian 96?
The Blasian.
She's not Blasian?
The Blasane.
No, 96. It's like probably the year they were born.
That's whenever you go back to back and
you don't actually do anything, you just fall asleep.
Quit describing my sex life.
Did you guys notice Felicity wasn't wearing her engagement ring in the flash forward scene? I think this is obvious, but she clearly finds out about the son and ends things with Oliver. God, I'm not looking forward to that part.
You have to talk about it, Aaron. You have to talk about it. They were sitting like away from each other, legs pointed.
There was a death.
Like
they were not happy.
They need to console each other. But they didn't. They were distant. No ring. No ring.
So she's made single? Ah, damn it. Talk to Melly, we're getting this off.
Thought we were about getting off in general.
Charisma? What?
Charizard!
No,
nope, that's
Charisma.
Charmander. I do a pretty good one, don't I? Charmander, Charisma.
What if the scene at the end with Oliver and Felicity is back in the back of the limo is just a hallucination on Oliver's part. Also note that how they are acting quite distant, no eye contact or anything. Also, she's not wearing her engagement ring. Why does everyone keep bringing this up? Why? Why, Eric?
If Oliver was going to have a hallucination about Felicity in the back of a limo, it would not be that scene.
Not what I
It would
hallucinate
be
about.
close to what you would probably think of.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
She wouldn't need her legs either.
Huh?
Dagonspear, how is what...
Say it again.
How is what Oliver said...
How is what Oliver said fair? That's how you say it.
If you say how is what, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, but it makes sense when you
Say the whole
read
sentence?
it. When you read the words off the screen.
Told you I can't read, Eric. I don't know why you make me do this.
It's awesome.
How is what Oliver said fair when Laurel didn't purposefully release Sarah? She escaped, and Oliver has allowed him to go to get him. Wait, did I read that one wrong too? She escaped, and Oliver has allowed him to go to get him to do his murderous bidding when he's shown that he's not just someone who will kill one person but several.
Okay, so Anarchy gets released because Oliver let him out to go do that stuff. Laurel was mad about it, right?
And then he's like, well,
but you did the same
Sarah.
thing with Sarah. And we were saying, right? That makes sense. This guy's saying it's not fair because
Sarah escaped, she didn't let him go freely. Whereas he
Yeah,
did
but-
let a murderous person go freely.
Okay.
But she also brought her back knowing of bloodlust and
True.
etc.
She did. She put him in her apartment basement, right? With
no
a couple of
supervision.
chains. A fucking league-trained assassin full of bloodlust, treated the same as my parents' dog in the backyard when he's mad.
Bad dog.
Okay? They put a chain on him. That's irresponsible. Oliver, yes, he let him go. He let that bad dog go. But he put a GPS chip on him.
He did.
Right?
So he could at least track him.
Now,
But then the
it
GPS
didn't,
check
it didn't
broke.
work.
Yeah.
But
Almost got wet.
he was more prepared and smarter than Laurel was.
Yeah. She
All-
wasn't ready for her
The only thing
escape.
Oliver really can't get around is the fact he didn't tell anybody else.
Once he escaped, who did he kill?
He didn't kill anybody.
Exactly, because he was specifically after Dark, which was also their enemy, and then they stopped him because they knew where he was going. Well, they found out where he was going. kinda.
Yeah. Whereas Sarah killed people in an alley, right?
Yeah, I think she killed like 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Trying to kill Thea.
Yep. Sorry, Dagonspear,
I
but
know.
you're right and wrong.
I just think Oliver was a little bit more prepared. DS Christoph says Q&A, Felicity equal Oracle maybe?
No.
No, you don't think so?
That's Barbara Gordon.
Okay.
What? I mean, I guess we were kind of going like, Dick could be Green Lantern. So,
were.
I guess it's fair.
I mean, they've taken enough other stuff from Batman.
Yeah, might as well start taking that, right? We can get a Robin.
Yeah.
I don't know who'd be Robin.
What if Roy's in the grave?
Roy?
What if they kill Roy?
Roy's not here.
What if he came back and died so he didn't have to be on the show anymore?
That would be a terrible thing to
I
have
know.
happen. He comes back and then he dies immediately.
And then I get to slap you.
Why?
Because it's not the mama.
You don't know that. He could have.
Uliber Queen? Uliber Queen?
Oliver Queen. Wow. If you did not read it with your inflection and bad reading skills, I would never have gotten that. That's wonderful. Read this man's question.
Q&A, LOL.
Or woman. Sorry.
Y'all don't need to include this in the video. It's way too long. I initially
Alright,
believed it was William's mother in the grave. Hey, that...
Ha! He's
William.
right. I love him so much.
Then I changed my mind because I didn't think they would kill the mother because then that would mean Oliver would feel responsible and have to take care of his son.
That's why I think it was.
Except
like that.
Oliver's life is too crazy and he would be endangering his son. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't think it's the mother. Plus,
That's the drama.
I highly doubt the writers will orphan William on the show. Or Jesus, this is long.
This is long.
All right. Last person on my mind then is Diggle. I don't know. All those theories kind of make some sense, right?
I mean, they're not bad, but I think the rationalization that it's not the mom is not thought out enough.
The kid wouldn't be an orphan because then Oliver's still the father,
Yeah,
right?
which creates drama.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that in shows we don't like to have drama. No, we want drama. That
Yeah.
would be a cool
I want
thing.
action.
Huh?
Action.
Well, we like action, but what is action if it doesn't serve to make closure for drama?
Expendables.
Never saw it.
That's pretty much it.
It was literally expendable
pretty
in
much,
my movie.
it's pretty much
watching.
action with no drama.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't see that being a problem. I see that being a engaging storyline.
True. I'm not gonna say I disagree.
I mean,
with that.
and you could say that like, well, what, we're just gonna have a kid around us all the time? It's like, no, watch any TV show that has children. You almost never see them. They're always with a nanny or with their, like Dexter. They sent him to Florida for like 7 years and forgot about him. And then he...
Hey, quiet. Spoilers and stuff. I still think Diggle or Lance are high on my list.
Okay.
Even though they say that about Lance being representative of
How
the
confident
cops,
are you that it's Diggle or Lance?
Pretty confident, but I already got a slap bet, so I'm not worried
I'm
about
saying, if you're pretty confident, you could narrow down your slap bet terms to
Why?
that. Because I
Like,
was
just
so
slap you
confident.
twice then
I'm gonna
if one of
say,
them?
my dick is so fucking big that I went with one person versus X versus anyone else. You could get half my size by narrowing it down to 2.
So I get to slap you twice if it's one of those two?
Those are better odds than what I already have. But they're the most likely candidates.
Yes, they are. Because we know it's not Felicity. I really don't think it's Laurel. It can't be Sarah, Ray,
Could be Roy.
Cold, Captain Cold,
Yeah.
Heatwave, Firestorm.
I don't want to talk about those guys ever dying, ever. They are the Song of Ice and Fire.
Song of Ice and Fire.
It's a good question. Very long, but we probably cut a little bit of it out.
All right. Well, thank you, Uliber Queen. All right. Q&A from a Golden Wookiee. Do you think it could be Roy in the grave? Hey, I'm saying this. Because that way the show doesn't lose a main member of the cast, and it's someone
you are
close to
stealing
the
all
main
people's ideas.
characters in Arrow. He could show up to see Felicity, stay to help take down Dark. By the way, I'm from Kashyyyk. And that makes sense for a Golden Wookiee.
I'm sure that he's faced a lot of trials and tribulations being a minority-colored Wookiee.
But see, I'm not the only one thinking Roy. Roy's a possibility.
It could be Roy. I mean, everybody's talking about... Well, who's talking about Roy? Is Roy confirmed to come back or something?
I don't know. Those would be spoilers, Eric. Right?
I don't think they would bring Roy back just to kill him.
Maybe he's like, hey, I will come back, guest star.
Of course, they
but
did.
I don't
They
ever
definitely
wanna
did
go
that to Sarah. They brought her back as a killer again. And then they brought her back.
again.
I mean, she pretty much has plot armor at this point, right?
It should be, yeah.
Like, it would be ridiculous if she died again. It's already ridiculous, but we love it so much we don't care.
Yeah.
But if she died
again, it would be stupid.
I mean, she should live as long as Vandal Savage does.
What if Malcolm Merlin killed someone?
Who would he kill?
I don't know. He already brought back Vandal Savage, the asshole.
Yeah, but he probably did that for power.
So maybe
He kind of likes our guys now.
maybe he kills Diggle.
Why would he kill Diggle?
Because Diggle finds out, he gets pissed off, goes and confronts him, and bam,
Finds
dead.
out about what?
Find out about Vandal Savage.
They all wouldn't care.
Diggle wouldn't care about
The Legends of
guy
Tomorrow are
who
dealing with
just
that.
almost killed Central City.
He's focused on Dark.
Birion, given what happened to Felicity, do you reconsider your earlier statements on her being the Arrowverse equivalent of Oracle?
No, I wouldn't generalize all wheelchair people.
If they're in a wheelchair and can use a computer, they have to be Oracle.
Diggle's black, he has to be Jon Stewart, even though we definitely did that.
We did.
He has to be Green Lantern!
Does Oracle have powers?
No,
Okay.
she's Batgirl.
What?
She's Barbara Gordon.
I thought she was Oracle. How many names she got? So it's Batgirl after she gets put into a wheelchair? Wait a minute, no. Alicia Silverstone was not Barbara Gordon. She was someone else.
We do not talk about that.
What do you mean?
Nor do we talk about Batman Forever.
I like Batman Forever. Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is funny. Jim Carrey. Aaron Woods, Q&A. Do you think that they will show more people that's not in the grave? What? Oh.
Oh, like if they do more flash... I mean, don't do too many more flashbacks. I don't want to keep... Like, Diggle, like, falls down the stairs, and, like, they end the... And then the next episode, like, it's at the grave again, and then he comes out with... he's in a wheelchair, everybody's like, he's Oracle!
I think it could still be Felicity if they do the Slade Shadow thing with Oliver instead.
Ooh, we didn't think about Slade.
Wait, so
Next time I see you, kid, I'll kill what's most important to you. Something. You get it, kid. He said something.
So Felicity's dead and he's hallucinating Felicity?
Or he can't get to Felicity because she's so badass as Oracle. Who can she get, though? He can get Oliver's baby mama!
But he doesn't care about the baby mama. Why doesn't he kill the baby?
Why am I doing this for mama?
I don't know. That's,
I have issues.
Mama.
No, don't do it. But we didn't think about Slade. It could be Slade that does the killing. And then we bring back Manu Bennett.
I see what he means, though, because Slade kept seeing Shadow, right?
Yeah.
So now Oliver keeps seeing Felicity.
Ooh. And that's why she's like more anger.
That's why she's
like,
angry. She doesn't have a ring.
Yeah.
She's not in a wheelchair, but she's
He is
down.
No, I don't.
Eric, I'm gonna be pissed off. It's Felicity. Hey, and you like this idea, so I get to slap you.
Holy shit! If it's Felicity, you still get to slap me.
Yeah, and I'm pissed off. I'm gonna be pissed off that I get to slap you, Eric.
I made the worst slap bet, but I have the biggest.
What are you doing that for? Kathleen Rosas. In the beginning of the season, Felicity and Curtis promised the Palmer Tech board that they would have world-changing technology. Do you think that they came up with technology that could heal Felicity?
Oh, he did talk about some kind of world-changing technology, but I always thought that was implying how he gets his power, right?
What is his power?
His power is that he can, like, mimic people. If he sees, like, any, like, physical demonstration of ability, he can, like, do it.
Oh, I was mimicking you, by the way.
Do it!
Kevin Vasquez? One complaint I have with this episode is how Anarchy is able to outmatch both Oliver and Thea. While I understand that Thea is still learning, Oliver has both fought and beaten Mirakuru soldiers and League of Assassins, who are both more capable opponents. What do you think is the reason for Oliver's serious nerf in fighting skills?
I don't know if they necessarily nerfed Oliver. They just buffed Anarchy. I mean, he was an assassin, right? Wasn't he a killer? Isn't that why he was?
Yeah, he was some kind of killer.
Some kind of like bounty hunter killer.
He was going after the person that was running for mayor.
Yes.
Going after them.
And stole the daughter.
Yeah.
Right? He shouldn't be able to take out Oliver in general, but you could, I mean,
But it was also Oliver v. Thea.
True. I mean,
Oliver and Thea.
Well, we've done fighting where it has two people versus one. Sometimes it's not an advantage to have two people if you have a very agile opponent.
Tyler kept getting in the way.
Yep.
I died.
You did.
Why do I always die?
Because I directed it.
Yeah, probably. Diggle's Place equals Patty's Place by Marcos Rufus. That's what we were saying when we watched Arrow.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We were like, hey, isn't that where Patty was?
It looks exactly the same. I mean, they both film in Vancouver. It makes sense that they share sets.
Walking Dead fan 15. What if Felicity later in the season is injected with Velocity 6 to give her speed for quick healing? Do you think that would work to make her walk again? I said about Speed Force before.
We said that, like, what if they did that to Wally? Like, they gave him Speed Force and then it just stuck around? Because you have to have, like, an ability to tap into it, right?
I think so.
So maybe like that, and then Felicity. I don't know if... I figured they would test that. Like,
well, did
like
Jay,
by the way, this fixes everything.
Did Jay lose his Speed Force? Or, like, is it hidden deep down inside? Or what's going on with that? Because if he lost it, the Velocity 6 basically gave it back to him for a short time.
I don't know if this is correct, but I'm just going to completely spitball this, right? Inside your body is a little vial, right?
A vial
if you're a speedster, you get a vial, and you can fill that vial with Speed Force. But not everybody is gifted with the vial. Most people don't have it.
Don't have the vial, or is it empty?
No one has it except for speedsters.
Okay.
Right? And if you have that vial, you can then get fucking shocked by lightning or all this other shit's happened to other speedsters, and it fills up with Speed Force. Right? But not everybody has the vial. It's kind of like the Force in Star Wars. Not everybody can use the Force, despite what Finn says. But as Han Solo says, you don't know shit about the Force. You have to have fucking midichlorians. And you can say all you want that midichlorians are stupid. It's canon! And so you have to have midichlorians, then you can tap into the Force, and then once that happens, you have to train to become good. That's what it is.
Train to become good?
Yeah. I don't think it's any accident that Yoda is one of the most powerful Jedi. I think it's because he's trained for 900 years, not because he has an exceptionally high midichlorian count, even though he does.
So Jay Garrick just ran out of juice?
His juice was taken.
So Velocity 6 refilled his juice for a minute, but it doesn't stick around as long?
Yeah.
So Felicity doesn't have a tank? Or could she have a tank? You just don't know.
She could have a tank. I doubt it, and I don't want it, but she could.
What if she took
Anybody could have a tank.
And it didn't heal her, but she's just like rolling around real fast. Playing basketball and stuff. Blind Wave, are you going to watch CW Seed's Vixen miniseries?
Oh, actually, do you know about Vixen?
Isn't she a superhero?
Yeah, but she's like, this is a cartoon that's actually in the Arrowverse.
Okay.
I don't know how many episodes there are. I mean, it's less than like a season. But they did a cartoon with this Vixen character. Apparently, she is going to like appear on Arrow.
Okay.
Like the voice actress is actually cast as that character, and they're gonna have like her superhero suit and shit. So, I mean, if we're completionists, we kind of need to at least watch it. Not necessarily react, but maybe watch it. We'll have to figure out how many episodes are and how long they are, because I think they're like short things.
Like the Dark Matters.
Yeah, but like Arrow and Barry are in it and stuff.
Oh. Shay and Fatima says, do you guys think the reason Felicity got shot is because Oliver refused to tell her about his son? Barry did warn him about the effects of the timeline.
So in the crossover, they were all supposed to die. Barry goes back, fixes it, and while he's there, he says, oh, by the way, don't tell her about the son, because you guys will break up. That doesn't happen, and because of that time shift, Felicity dies, whereas she would have died before, and it's time correcting itself, as we heard so many times.
Everyone would have died.
Well, if your slap bet will go to its fullest potential, literally everybody but Samantha could die, and I would still not win.
So as long as Star City dies, but not Central City,
because she's in,
I can slap you.
Oh, it'll be a terrible, terrible thing. Like Oliver turns around and there's like thousands and thousands of graves, and Felicity rolls like ah.
All right, Eric, that's all that we got then for
okay.
A lot of grave questions.
Were there? I didn't notice any. Were there? What grave?
The one that Samantha's not in.
Oh, the one Samantha's in.
No, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that one.
It's gonna happen. I can't see it, but I'm confident for no reason.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I've dug my grave, and I have to lie in it.
You know
with Samantha, who's also in it.
You know who might need to have a grave dug?
Who?
Diggle.
Why?
Because he can dig it.
He can't dig it if he's the one to be put in the dug grave. Now, if he had a Pokemon, Diglett could dig Diggle a grave, and then Diglett would put Diggle in the grave that he dug. Or if he couldn't do it by himself, he could evolve into Dugtrio.
Yeah, have Dugtrio dig a grave for Diggle. It's a lot of digging.
I could dig it.
All right, that's gonna be it for this Arrow Q&A. A lot of questions about the grave. A lot of questions about not a lot about Korn, but there's some stuff about Korn in there and some other things, and who's gonna die and who's killing who, and I think we're gonna hopefully find out more on Wednesday. That'd be nice, right? Make sure you guys are hitting that like button down below. Hit the subscribe button. Check out blindwave.net for everything Blindwave. And until next time, I'm Eric.
I'm Eric.
And we'll see you guys when Arrow comes out.
Yeah!
Bye!